Hi, I'm going to give you guys some examples of fatal flaws that you can have that involve animals. First one I feel is kind of obvious is having a phobia of a certain kind of animal. This could be of snakes or maybe an angry dog, but it can really be a problem when someone whips out something like a snake staff because you are just terrified. Maybe you have to run away, you start screaming, or you're pretty much just petrified and you can't do anything on your turn, or maybe you even give yourself disadvantage on your attacks. Next would be just being disgusted by this certain kind of animal. Probably a more common animal like a cat or a dog. But if you're disgusted by this and you want to avoid it pretty much at all costs, or you can't concentrate when it's around, or maybe even you just think that it's gross and you don't like anybody that has one, then that can really cause a problem. Maybe not in combat, but definitely in some roleplay situations. Maybe it could make a king or something not like you because you don't like their cat. Lastly, you need to remember that fatal flaws aren't necessarily only negative things. If you have a fatal flaw of having to go and pet a dog or scratch a cat behind its ears every single time you see them, then that could seriously be a problem. In roleplay scenarios, when you are trying to strike a deal with a shopkeep and then a dog walks in the door and you have to go pet it no matter what, or else you can't go on with your life, then that can seriously be a problem. And maybe you lose out on that deal, or maybe even the shopkeeper is like, well, your priorities aren't straight, so I'm not selling to you anymore.